Good morning. Happy Friday. Hopefully everybody's staying warm. Seems like we got some cold weather even up here in North Kakalaki. So that's good. Kind of reminiscent when I lived in Colorado. So actually gonna go to Colorado for Christmas, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But wow, I guess apologies maybe for maybe calling the wrong direction on Wednesday. But even in those situations where, an event did kind of push the market up, right? And that was a pretty big event. When Powell speaking on tapering rates and whatnot, it's still in a high probability to fall, right? So what we're still trying to do in a longer term position is get the best entry, right? And the algorithms are going to give you a better entry than, just this big pump. But I did also mention that if it did get above that, whatever it was, 462 and held, then we were going to see, higher highs. And 470 is probably something that we could start talking about. And we're going through a squeeze right now, obviously. A lot of volume this morning. And we're holding over, we're trying to at least, at 468 currently. And I have another level here at this 465. So 465 is really the one that we need to pay attention to. Because if this thing wants to start dropping on us, 465 is the one I want to start putting some shorts in. Even if it's temporarily, right? Like there's a lot of support through here, but that 465 breaks, I think we could see a bigger drop happen. For SPY. Longer term, yeah, see, it's getting really close to that 472, 470 range. So we'll see if they want to move it up today. Right now, we're looking at 470 as a possible area they're trying to push it up. If it breaks 475 or 465, let's see if we can find some lottos for shorts. All right. Now, let's take a look at VIX. VIX went up, went down pretty bad, not bad, but like it was a little unexpected. And, we're looking at support here at 1960. And this is what's great about using the Omni range or NESI is we constantly get information on new support levels that are rendered, new resistance levels that are rendered. And it just really helps us from, not FOMOing or, think of, we're going to miss profit or something if we don't get in the trade immediately. So it helps, right? So level here for VIX is 1950. Again, we're going to play the VIX if SPY drops below 465. That's kind of the play that we could do. And, obviously VIX is we're probably could drop more if this breaks, but we'll see what the market wants to do today. And it's Friday, right? So there's going to be a lot of profit taking. Earnings was pretty wild. Speaking of, let's take a look at Square had earnings yesterday. Shout out to I believe it was Professor X. He had a beautiful call for puts, or he had puts, so he was shorting those he was shorting SQ, excuse me, I'm still trying to wake up. but yeah, so we got some levels for him that he can watch. 236 is definitely a level that needs this break if we want to keep collecting on those shorts. And if it gets above this 244 range, then I would probably exit out of those shorts. And we'll go to a lower time frame. You can see a little bit of accumulation happening through here. So there could be a pop-up or new evaluated area. So we'll see what SQ wants to do. I would say anything under 234 is still going to be a sell. 225 might be another level that you want to look at for profit target if you're shorting Square. If you're looking to long Square, we just need to hold at this level. If we break, then again 225 would be our new entry to long or a new valuation. So we don't want to just speculate and say, oh, if it hits this area, we're going to buy, but the probability of the price going up at that level is pretty high. All right, so let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla's still kind of floating up there at this 1230. I think if if SPY wants to be a little more bullish today, we might see another run up with Tesla, but right now we're at a sell. Okay, that sell was initiated about 1244. That was the actual sell, right? This was take profit off this volatility spike here. That's what Nessie does really good at, is showing those volatility spikes. And then this lower area here was the range that it was running into until it actually broke out of that range. And right now we're kind of seeing it pretty flat. If it wants to move up again, you can see we still have a little bit of room up to this 1269. Maybe those 1300 calls might play out today. We'll see. We'll see. We can see a little more distribution area over here at this 1234. So we got to get over this 1249 to get up to this 1300. So don't get into this play until it gets over this 1244. That makes sense, because that makes sense on this side. If we look at the 1244 here, this is what the previous sell was. So maybe they'll try to re-push it up again. But right now, we just want to wait until we get that confirmation to do those, 1300, 1500s for Tesla, right? There might be a lot better opportunities just playing Tesla, but we'll see. AMC, man, AMC predicted pretty well. We were talking about the 42 area. I think Wednesday or Monday, and we did hit that area. So now it's just, let's see if we can create this new level in this 40 zone up to the 50. And we got a profit take here at we'll say 44.25, and a support at 40.87. So anything over 40.87 is not going to be a good idea to get into any longs for AMC. So we need to stay above that. And I would say after that, you could probably get into those 50 calls if you didn't already. If you did, congratulations, you listened to me, or you listened to the algorithms tell you what to do. So 50, anything under, I would say 39 again is, we're probably going to go lower on AMC. So moving quickly through these today, we're looking at NVIDIA. NVIDIA could be a possible short scenario. We can see we've been on this for, I don't know, probably about a whole day. So we'll see if it wants to retrace a little bit, pull back, and reevaluate this 297 level. If it breaks, I would say this 268, and I know that's kind of high up there right now, but you can see there's still a lot of support in this area on the bands. If you guys can look through there, you can see there's some support levels at this 295 that we were talking about, and we still got a VWAP that's hanging up there too. So I would wait until at least we kind of break over, at least closer to the variance here. And then this 274, this would be a little more gap for safer. I think safer short if you're shorting it. I think this would be real choppy if you try to short it right now. So wait for that confirmation. Now, if it does want to hold, above 298, then we're gonna look at. And this is great that there's a decent volume right now. But again, I usually post these videos at like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm getting to see some of this nicer volume in real time. So I'm reacting just as fast as everyone else is seeing it. So over, I don't know, again, I would say over 298, we're still bullish, and maybe we'll see 325, but it is very overextended right now. And that's just something to keep in mind, guys, that these stocks do need to have pullback so we can create these new evaluated levels for new buyers to get in and see a higher ceiling probability. Okay, so that's with the NVIDIA. Now we're going to check Netflix. I was getting alert central on Netflix. So yeah, we are definitely shorting right now. And I would say anything under this 673 level is still going to be a short. We are bearish. I would say if we break, let's just go to another time frame that's not as, there we go. So this is a little bit. 252 could be a level it bounces. This is another level it bounced off the variance before, or this red area, right? If you pay attention to this chart on the left, this red area here, it bounced before. So if it breaks that area again, that's just a pattern that I observe. If it breaks, it's under the VWAP, but if it breaks this level at 650, then we get down to that 620, 618. So this could be a good short opportunity for Tesla, or I'm sorry, for Netflix. MU was another good call out that we had. You know, it's I think we were looking at the 75 calls for it, and we're gonna exceed that. You know, due to my work nature and whatnot, I wasn't able to get into these MUs. But yeah, this is a great, looking pretty good right now. I'd stay currently under this 72.35. You know, then it's probably done for. But right now we're moving, and you know, at least I think we can get up to that 75 today for MU. I would say anything under, you know, 70, you know, is probably done. And that doesn't necessarily mean as soon as it, you know, it goes under this level that you want to short, because as you can see in this left chart on the bottom, this is in that mean zone, right? So on the 15-minute here, it's showing in the mean or the middle, right? So that's a popular area for it to bounce again, right? Or 50-50 at least. But on this lower, on this 2-minute over here, it's in the bottom, right? So that's a higher probability for it to bounce. Even if it doesn't even, you know, go up to this 72 again, you could still, you know, get the K on your short. So it's it's possible that could happen if it does drop below the 71. So be careful if you're trying to short MU. I want to short MU personally. Now Disney it had a nice little move up this morning, you know, obviously. So are we looking at 175s? I'm not sure with Disney right now. I might have to reevaluate it. You know, just we see these like massive pushes up and stuff, and we immediately want to get into it because it's the whole FOMO situation. But again, we just want to get some new confirmation bases on new evaluated areas for support. And I'm not sure if I trust these levels quite yet. I would be happy if it stayed above 172.91. If we can stay above 172.91, we can get into Disney calls. But if it breaks that, then it confirms that, you know, it's probably going to dump some more. And let's just look on a smaller time frame if we have a little bit of room. So we have this 175 zone. Let's see if they want to take that profit this morning and then maybe drop it first or drop it after. So we'll see what happens. I would say it's safer to play if it gets over 175. Let's just say 176. Then we can look at the 183 or 184 calls. That's how I play Disney. I would not play Disney at its current level. I'd wait till it gets over 176 if you wanted to get in the calls. All right, Uber was also something I was checking out. It's been a little in a range lately, as of late. There was a buy this morning, or yesterday, or no, it was this morning actually. But the buy was at the after hours on Nessie. So again, you know, we have these different lines here that are showing different resistance levels. So really, if we can just get above any of these, we'll be good to go. I would wait until we get above 47 if we want to play Uber again, and then maybe we can get into those 50 calls for a lotto. So, but don't play it at its current level. Wait till it gets over something that struggled, and maybe they'll reevaluate it and push it up, and then we can get into those 50 calls. You guys, you have to play safe, right? And let's see, anything else? There's probably a slew of things. The market has been looking pretty tasty lately and stuff, and you know, I'm sure other things will come up. I'll be home all day today, so if you guys want to, you know, check out the indicators, or you have questions about the indicators, I'll be on Royal's server and my server, and maybe we can do a little class here and there. I'll probably even get in some trades as well. So that's about it. Oh, of course, you know, I can't forget about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is, you know, like I told you guys before, you know, when you ignore it and stuff, it kind of goes into these little range modes. That's really what I'm looking at. I still think it wants this 70,000. It's not showing anything that's registering a sell yet. I would say anything under the 60,000, or if we go to a higher time frame, you know, like if we can't get above the 62, right, then we could get down to the like the 56, 55. But if it stays in this, you know, sideways motion, it might push up again, getting closer to that 60,000, 70,000. We'll see what happens. Anything under 60,005 is a sell for Bitcoin. So that's just great that Nessie was able to show us these levels, nice clear levels that we can see, and we won't you know, get into these calls if it breaks below that, or longs. All right, that's all the time I got. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate the support, guys. And if you're wanting to get into one of these algorithms and start learning this new way of trading that is going to expedite your technical analysis, that's going to help you on the fly when you want to get into an options call and you don't know where the direction of the price is going, these are definitely going to help you on that. And they're great for long-term investments, you know, swing trades, position trades, you name it. It works in Forex, it works in crypto. I mean, what else can I say? Plus, they're cheap. You can get into these deals right now for $20 a month. All right, guys. I will see you Monday. Have a good weekend. Be safe. I'm going to be watching the UFC fights. Could be a fun time.